I decided to take a video of this. We had our shower redone, and for quite a while, this light was out. It is what they consider called a bipin halogen light, halogen or halogen bulb, bipin. And you can see it looks like it's a little burnt out and so forth. So I went up there and I tested with a volt stick, and the voltage is definitely coming. That's a heat shield that you see. The voltage is definitely coming through there. So I would assume that the two holes that the pin, can't really, where's my finger? The two little holes in the middle of this heat shield is where the bulb actually goes. So I'm hoping that that's what's faulty. So what I'm going to do is I purchased some, because I'm not trying to go in the attic and change the whole thing. So I purchased some retrofit, well, not really retrofit, so a new bipin socket. And I'm going to strip and put that in, cut that off, and put this in its place, and hopefully everything will work fine. So I figured this would be the least expensive, easiest way to try to troubleshoot. Hopefully it'll work with no problem. And then I can get back to like this. This one's working fine. But of course you have a shower, moisture eventually gets up there and so forth. It was sealed correctly, and this can was made specifically for a shower. But somehow, some way, things just go bad. And when I did some research on YouTube, it seems that these do go bad after a certain amount of time. So this is 15 years old. So, hey, it worked. Well, I can't really say it worked. Probably didn't use this light for quite a while before it went down. But the assembly is 15 years old, and don't want to damage the ceiling and all that other stuff trying to get it out. So the other alternative was to go in the attic and pull it from the other direction. So, maybe if we were to take the screws out, we probably could pull it down with no problem, but not knowing how big the transformer is, because you'd have to pull it and then tilt it and take it out. But anyway, I'm always up to trying something, so I'll come back when I change everything over. I thought I'd come up real quick. So right now I have my voltage tester. Right now the power's off. So right now I'm not getting any signal. Well, you know, that's false signal, but nothing. So right now I'm going to turn the power on, the switch, and now I should get, so this tells me that current is coming through, and that this something's going on with the, what you call it. So let me turn the power switch back off. And as you see, I have a feeling that those two little holes in the middle, something's going on in there. And I'm going to cut this from here, because you can see there's two wires there. Strip it back and put on a new connection. Be back. Okay, now comes the moment of truth. I just did my little rough fitting. It was a little tough. The wires had insulation over them. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Okay, I'm about to flip the switch. Just pray everything works fine. And it doesn't. Darn it. This really sucks. Now I have to take it loose and test the actual wires themselves. Whew, I tell you, working above your head sucks. All right, I stripped the wires a little more. I used my voltage tester. It seems like it's a possibility that one wire may not be getting current, which means I'm going to have to take this whole can out. But I figured let me strip it more. It's hard to tell when you have very low voltage, and I'm not an electrician. So I stripped the wires more, used the wire nuts this time, get a little more wire connection, and okay, come on, please work. I'm about to flip the switch, y'all. Nope, nothing. Dang. See, this is the fun of some YouTube. See, people don't show you about when problems happen. All right, I'm going to get a different bulb. Maybe that bulb blew out. Well, I had to take the can out anyway and did some exploring. And, of course, I was right. one of the wires. See it burn? So I have to disconnect that and clean it up and reconnect it. But since I got all of this out, I'm going to put a retrofit in here. So my plan is to take the 2 wires, snip them. I don't know if it's long enough. I don't know. Hopefully it's long enough. If not, I figure it out. It should be. If not, I'll use the same. I don't know. But either way, I know what the problem is now. I got a burnt wire. So hopefully I may have to abandon this whole line and just add a new one. But whew, it's too much work. All right. I done messed up my video again. But anyway, it just be in 3 parts. Oh, I learned how to edit. But, okay, so I did a retrofit and took off the burnt piece and restripped the wires and connect everything back and flipped the switch and just pray and make sure everything goes okay. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. All right. Now I can put everything back in place. What was up there was a crimp nut, and it was plastic, and of course it overheated. You know, halogen bulbs are very hot and dangerous. So, but anyway, since the showers used more often, I guess the heat was just too much. Well, it's going to be an LED bulb in there now, so everything is going to be nice. One out. Finally, all finished. I tell you, sometimes, boy, when you're not used to working over your head, it's not easy. Okay, fixture back in place, last socket. You wouldn't believe the hardest thing in all of this was to try to get that light centered and hope nothing disconnects. But it's all there. You can't really see it from the way it shows, but the light is in the center. Well, I turn it off and you can see it this way. See, the light's there. It's not as centered, but it was like way off to the left. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. The glass tilts. So I get up there somewhat, but to try to sit there and maneuver it and try to dangle it. And well, anyway, I'm just happy. It works. Now, next thing is to change this to a gooseneck plumbing. So the light, my new fixture, I'm changing this piece here to make it go like that. Well, anyway, why don't I just show it? Anyway, why am I even do that? That should be a whole new video. Bye.